So in that sense, what advice would you give to students considering study abroad, and how can we support them through the process?
Okay, so one thing is that I'm not going to, blindly say things like that, but I'm going to put it in a way that what I have experience with. So I would definitely say study abroad programs are really effective when you know what you want. Okay, be precise about what you want, and you're going to be suggested with people. Like, for example, I'm going to talk about your case. So study abroad program with you would be 100% success, because I know that you have the experience, you have the knowledge to advise a student, to guide a student in a certain way. From my experience, this is all from my experience I'm talking about. So I, I don't know about yours, but I'm telling, like, from my experience. So I would definitely suggest, definitely advise the students to know what they want first, and then communicate. Communicate your doubts, your fears, your everything, all the process, because then it's going to help you. Rather than you telling a study program, this is what I want, and that's it. I want a program, I want a course fee in a certain, a scale. Rather than that, tell them, that this is what you want and this is the course that I want to take in. Be accurate. And I think with you, that was one of the most advantages that I found. You were clear on your ways of work. You were clear with your experience, and with your contacts, with your communications. So it was easy for me. I didn't have a headache. It was all smooth. I think it was after the admissions, after the acceptance with the visa, I was like, Richard, I got my visa. And you're like, oh, it's so easy. Because, when you go on with the right directions, it's easier to get there. So with you, I'm sure for the students, they're in safe hands. I don't think I need to say, oh, you need to find something better. You have to keep your options on the side. Definitely, I'm sure, they are under good guidance at this time. So definitely with the EACC, I'm going to recommend to, I do recommend. I think I've, come across like few profiles, Richard, what do I do? What do I do? Because there are times where I find myself like questionable, what to do next. And you were there, you literally, guided me. So it was one of the things that I found in my personal experience way more effective than other study programs, So definitely to the students, you're on the right path. The students, they don't have to worry, their family doesn't have to worry. You're in constant contact, you're there even though no matter you're not there here. So definitely, yes, I am very open about that.
What I'm very happy is basically, if students are going to connect to you, whether they are in India, whether they are going to be in abroad, basically studying, and they need help, you have such a big, variety of experience that you have, that you would be able to always be able to give them the right advice. And that's an important thing that I feel, which the student needs at any point of time. And I'm sure with this, you would be able to build your community much bigger, and you would be able to basically become a real mentor for many of the people who will look up to you. And if they become successful, they would come to you and say, this is because of Nissy, we made it. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. That was very kind of you to say so.
Okay. So in what way did your study abroad experience differentiate you from other students in the job market? And how did studying at U Business School and basically at different countries, you were able to leverage your experience?
Okay, for that, I would definitely say studying abroad differentiate me with other students. I think everyone is unique, like in the sense their attitude, their contributions in life is different. So I don't think I ever compared myself with other students, but when I compare myself with my surroundings, then I feel the difference, because um, to be the first one in my family, to have this kind of experience, so it makes me stand out. So I don't think it I'm superior. It's just that my experiences, helped me. So I don't think that would have been possible without going, studying in different countries. So every students, every people that I met throughout my journey, they all had very interesting stories to share in their life. And it's their attitude towards life, and it's the challenges they took in, the challenges they faced, or the risk they were willing to take. It's important that you take risk in life. So for me, um, I think I think it was my willpower and my confidence to not give up on my life made me stand out from people, because I know the people that who applied for jobs with me on the same time got rejected, and they moved back to their countries. They didn't stay in Geneva for after the rejections. So me, I can say I was a pain. For some people, I was like, what, I'm going to get what I want, unless that I'm not going to leave this place.
Okay.
So I think that was one of the things that made me stand out from other students. And for me, it was it was quite how do I say, manipulative in certain ways when it comes to me seeing people, they're trying to take risk in whatever way they want. So it challenged me a lot. Some of the professors, like one of my professors that I want to say out loud is Professor Kim. He hails from Korea, but he's my mentor. He's my mentor. He actually guided me a lot throughout my journey, and it was his constant push that I'm right now in a position, like I'm enrolled for a doctorate. I don't think without his support I would have been here, because um, it's important that to have someone challenge you intellectually, you know, in your life. So I think it's the same way that I want the current generation, the current students to go. Challenge yourself intellectually, not any other way. So have someone in your life who challenges you to be a better person in your career, in your goals, in your ambitions, in your life, in your family, whoever is it with, your friends circle, whatever it is. Challenge yourself intellectually. I don't think any other way is going to help you in life. you know
Right.
it's everyday struggle, it's everyday thing. It's not one day and then you take back your chapter in 1 year. It's everyday constant challenge.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was one of the thing that makes me stand out. I had a mentor. I had a mentor. I had a mentor, and he challenged me on a daily basis. He's like, don't give up, you can do it. I mean, he understood my capabilities. So it is important that you understand who you are with, you know. So that's why when you go abroad for study programs, it is important that you have good relations with the professors, good relations, respectful relations, so that you have someone that you can look upon to, because the experiences they have, the offer is a lot. 40 years of experience, 50 years of experiences. Even in your life, you have experience, and that's why you're sitting right in front of me, right?
Right.
There.
What's important is basically, we live in a society, and we are here because of somebody's help. And as a duty, it is our duty basically to also help others, because we got the help when we wanted. Okay. It's like
Exactly.
basically like, what you said, many things are like, you will, a lot of people will say no to you. No will teach you a lot of lessons. Your never to give up attitude, your confidence, the way you basically interact with a lot of other students, the way you are ready to take the risk, all
Yes.
those things are special qualities of yours. And this is very well basically important for a mentor to be. And I'm sure you would be an excellent mentor yourself to guide a lot of many others in their career path.
Yes. Right now, I think I am getting a lot of students, like, referred to me to come and talk to me before they travel. So I all I have to offer is that what I was able to receive, like what I was able to receive is that support or someone telling me from their experiences, this is what it is. So same way, when I gained little experiences, all I want to share is this going to be like this? This is going to be like this. So I'm going to point out to them and say, this is how it's going to be. It's not going to be how you see it on the advertisements, study 1 year in UK, you get to stay back and you get your work. It's not how it is.
Right.
Posters,
No,
the
very
posters can, bring out golds and diamonds and sparkles and everything. But when you land at the different case, so take it from people with experiences. So just like in a way that I was able to receive from a mentor, what I want to do is I want to do the same thing, because like I said, we are all codependent. What's the purpose of buying knowledge if I'm not going to pass it on?
true, very true. Very.
So I think right now I make most of my time when I'm in India, because I get a lot of students referred to in India, to have a word with me before they travel. So, they want to make a decision. So their parents talk to me. So I tell them, listen, I come from a background in Kerala, my family lives here and everything right now. So I know the cultural differences here. I know the culture here. I know the traditions here. So I'm going to talk in a way that, who knows both of the worlds. I know what is like there. I know what is like here. So I'm going to tell you this is how it is, rather than you just going abroad and study. You need to understand these are the things, that's going to help you. So I think definitely it's, taking it personal, your case, my case, the people that have guided us, it's the experience that has been passed on to us.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Nissy, first, again, thank you again, basically, accepting to be an EACC alumni chapter for Europe. I'm sure many students would be benefited by your experiences. Now, last question that I would like to ask you, would you recommend Education Abroad Counselling to other students interested in study abroad, and why?
Why? Seriously, I don't think they would really need to, hear it from me again after the end, towards the end of this interview.
Right.
Not 100%. I can say proudly, this has been like a base for me, from where I started. So you were there from the beginning. You were there right from the start. So I don't think I need to, with whatever I've expressed right now, I don't think I need to tell to the students that, what, you need to consider this. I don't think they would need to hear that from me again, because these experiences did not come overnight. It came gradually. And then it all started, from EACC. So I don't think I need to tell to the students that, I recommend, or, just like in, formal ways that you tell them,
Right.
please go with it. But definitely, I'm sure if they are listening to this interview, I don't think they need to have a second doubt on that. So it's always a positive welcome from my side. It's always a positive support from my side to all the students who are considering you.
Thank you very much.